Many years ago, a sage-old actor once watched a younger actor make an entrance and said, "When he walks on stage, it's like somebody just walked off." The director of that play would try to coax some kind of performance out of the lad by shouting out, "Project!" What did he mean by using that word? Why didn't he just say, "I can't hear you"? No, he said, "Project." And so does every other stage director in the world. We'll get to that in a moment. You know, a lot of people who put themselves on camera suffer from a similar malady. I call it mojo deficit disorder, or MDD. This is where a person's authority doesn't quite make it past the microphone. Their audience never receives their message, at least not the one they intended to send, and all the effort that went into making that video is lost. Today, I'm happy to announce that thanks to the tireless work of the researchers, scientists, and doctors at the Stevie School for Weird Diseases No One Thinks About, there's now a cure for MDD. In a moment, your free prescription. Have you ever heard someone describe video as moving pictures? It's just like back in the 1920s when movies added sound for the first time, and they were called talkies, because the producers couldn't possibly imagine that sound would add anything worthwhile to the story. So isn't it astonishing that almost 100 years later, people see video as little more than a PowerPoint show with a soundtrack? Many a video has dashed itself to pieces on that deep hidden iceberg. Hi, I'm Steve Washer, and this is the 5-Minute Authority, where people come to get their video mojo on, and that is just what we're going to do today. So, one of the big problems people have with putting themselves on camera is that they don't like what they see. This can be ego, but it can also be a problem with energy, as in not enough of it. And they think, well, this is weird. Off camera, I'm the life of the party. On camera, I seem to look like an extra from The Walking Dead. What happened? Well, mojo deficit disorder, that's what happened. It turns out MDD is really an energy filtration problem. Video, because it's a one-way medium, doesn't give you the same exchange of energy you get from a conversation that takes place in real time. So, in essence, the camera soaks up about 50% of all the energy you're putting out. To make up for that, you have to do something that stage directors from Minneapolis to Minsk have been prescribing for 100 years. You have to project. You don't need to talk louder, I mean, you have a microphone, but you do have to generate enough energy from within yourself to connect with an audience. And to do this, I have a simple prescription that I've written for hundreds of people. Now, I don't know you, so I don't know for sure that it will work, but then again, I've never seen it fail. So imagine you're standing on the edge of a stage in a big empty theater. The first row is very close to the stage, and dozens more rows go up the aisle for over 300 feet. Now, imagine you're in a conversation with a person in the front row. Say, "Hello, can you hear me now?" Now do the same to a person in the 10th row. "Hello, can you hear me now?" And then the 20th. Oh, you get the idea. Don't try to shout at them, just be who you are, but project your energy 5, 10, and finally 100 feet ahead. I promise you that by the time you're talking to someone in the 20th row, your mojo will have already made its debut. And your videos, well, they'll never suffer from MDD again. Oh, by the way, have you ever seen those pitchmen in their sales videos bouncing off the walls like a dog who's just been reunited with his owner? And now that we know how video filters out 50% of your energy, what do you think those guys are like in real life? So, here's the thing. You absolutely don't have to be a pitchman to be effective on camera. In fact, that isn't a good idea for a consultant or service provider. It could scare people away. You just have to know how the camera does what it does, be aware of the psychology of communication, and willing to offer up a little more of yourself. I'm Steve Washer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the 5-Minute Authority. Oh, and don't forget to see Jennifer at the front desk and pick up your free samples.